I was asking if we're alive, so it's easy for M Summer when he where to start the vote.
Sorry, come again?
That's all good. Whenever you're ready to go, we can go.
Who's giving recap today?
Same one as always.
Igor, hang on. Did you want to do it? I think we both have one right now.
Yeah, but I still need to do my level up. So if you could take over, that'd be great.
Oh yeah. I got you. Let me grab the recap in front of me real quick. There we go. All right, am I free to go?
Let's go.
Yes, you are ready.
Last time was session 89. While the party goes to rest from the whole ordeal, Spirus goes to look for Rioth and finds a small stone grave dedicated to Fang. Rioth's potions and bandages are placed before it, indicating that he has decided to leave the party behind. Suddenly, Fang's spirit rises from it and speaks to him, asking where Ri went. He tells Spirus that he's untethered and is worried about him, so Spirus offers to let him tag along with him until they've reunited. He confesses that it would be better not to tether to Spirus, as it would bring even more instability to his already conflicting existence between man and spirit. Spirus then offers to let him bond to his copper dagger and takes it to Uka, who engraves it with runes so Fang can bind to it. While Uka goes back to recuperate, Spirus sits around a bonfire with some other people, cooking more meals. Suddenly, whimpering and crying is heard, followed by a weird whistling, as a woman with wings crashes into one of the people sitting at the bonfire. She immediately gets up and holds the man down with her talons while keeping her claws raised, threateningly, in fear, trying to defensively intimidate. Spirus calms her down and offers her some stew, but she doesn't understand what that is. She's used to eating her meals raw. She takes a bite, only to recoil from the heat, so Spirus offers her a good berry instead. Not knowing what spicy is, she just bites right into it, and it pops in the back of her throat, burning it. Spirus quickly gives her some water and explains what they are. She introduces herself as Sylphie of Illis, and shows why she crashed into them. Her wing is perforated by a spear and several arrows. Spirus begins fixing her up while she carefully tries to eat the stew again. She explains that she was flying around to find a new nesting place with her sisters when those weapons came flying at her. She thinks her sisters are probably dead and doesn't seem to care much. If they couldn't keep up, they were too weak. She voices her interest in nesting in the branches of Yggdrasil, and Spirus explains that this tree is sentient and she should ask permission first. They talk a bit more about fire and the party's current mission when the rest begins to wake up, wondering who the new face is. She doesn't mind tagging along for a while if it means Spirus will vouch for her nesting in Yggdra's branches. Uka lets it slip that he is bonded to the tree and has a kid with her, confusing Sylphie to no end since he looks to be made of fire. The party packs up and joins the Snapping Turtle Braves in their logboats, since they now have open space, rowing their way to the tribe before nightfall. They are told by Zorgar that they will meet with the chieftains when the Northern chieftain arrives and are brought to a guest tent. Surprisingly, the guest tent next to theirs is also occupied by another delegation, Chiefess Asadi. They exchange pleasantries and she learns of Spirus' ascent to chieftain, seemingly disappointed that Igor let him jump ahead of him. She then grabs Igor by the ear and interrogates him, asking where Avis is and why he left her without a notice a while back. She tosses him into her tent and begins berating him for not treating his woman right. As it becomes night, the party goes to sleep in their tent. Sylphie perches on the barrier, and Igor doesn't get much sleep at all, caught in anger-fueled lovemaking. Next morning, Igor gets tossed out of Asadi's tent in his loincloth and does the walk of shame, going to the shore to wash up. Spirus gets right into cooking breakfast while Sylphie watches on intently, and Asadi makes some morning sickness tea for herself and Uka, using a clay kettle and pouring it into a pair of copper mugs Talo made for her. She also tosses a piece of dried meat at Sylphie, so she leaves Spyrus alone for a bit. Uka asks if Asati would house her should she go through a rough delivery, and she gladly accepts. Igor attempts to sneak into his own tent but gets spotted, Asati telling him to come over and feel the baby. She voices her desire for him to gain more influence in his tribe, and he states that his mistress is his current priority. She misinterprets and thinks he's bonding with a goddess, so he quickly explains his servitude to Arnalda. Asadi flat out tells him that he should take Spyrus' position, even challenge him for his seat. She not only wishes the best for her children, but hopes to unite the tribes entirely by having both chieftains be united in matrimony. Igor involves Spyrus in the conversation, and he tells him he'd need to prove himself worthy of the seat. Suddenly, Igor hears a whisper in the back of his mind, telling him to seize power for the sake of his tribe and family, to seize his destiny. At the same time, Spyrus can see a hulking, shadowy entity grasping onto Igor's head, encasing it in a sphere of black smoke, or ichor. It then looks at Spyrus with a wicked smile, leans forward, and whispers to him that his destiny is to disappear in fire, that there is no grand future awaiting him. It touches his chin and tells him that a seed shall sprout from him that will alter the course of this doomed world. Spyrus demands to know what it is, and it calls itself the Whisper of Fate and Destiny. He is racked with pain as his core trembles before this entity, and it tells him that his fate is already sealed by his choices, that his death is now a certainty, because if he remains a hybrid between man and spirit, he'll destroy himself and all he loves. The entity disappears, and both men are left slightly stunned. The party questions what just happened, and Spyrus tries to explain. Igor is panicking, and he rushes into his tent, intent on speaking about this with Arnalda. Meanwhile, Rioth is wandering through the forest, feeling guilty about the deaths that happened under his watch and abandoning Nala. However, he still feels resentment towards Igor because he got Fang killed in his opinion. Suddenly, a voice asks where he is going, and he sees an old woman appears from behind a tree. He tries to ignore her, but she tells him that if he keeps going like this, he'll not only get himself killed, but Nala, his unborn child, and his friends too. Rioth says he doesn't care anymore since Fang is dead, but the woman claims he's not. She sits down with him and explains she's concerned about the safety of his loved one. As a great-great-great-great-great-grandma, she wants him not to give up and run when things don't go his way. But Rioth says the gods are already planning his death. She laughs and claims they cannot touch him, the son of Drea. Convinced by her telling him his mother's true name, he changes his attitude and is willing to listen. She tells him to get a grip on himself and face the challenges before him to protect his family, friends, and his entire world. The plan to petition to the gods for help in the battle against Asurkad. But the woman says they're just fickle and not the true gods of this world. They speak about Drea and about how she could possibly be released, but he cannot do so himself. He'd destroy himself long before he'd get to her soul prison, but he can still have influence indirectly. She tells him that his wolf companions can be brought back, and that his friends need him, just as much as he needs them despite his feelings. He asks her why she's helping him now, and she says that she likes her home and doesn't want to see it destroyed by the Defiler. She tells him to call her grandma and asks if she knows about grandfather, the Elder Tree. Turns out, he's her husband. He finally concedes and promises to go back to his party, so Grandma presents him with a new wooden mask. She also informs him that his old mask was cursed, so he actually was done a favor when it was removed. Before he heads off, she asks him to greet Uka for her, but he refuses, telling her to do it herself. He then departs, back towards the party. And that's where we left off. Today we have a spooky, scary skeleton session planned, apparently. Very spooky. I am already shaking.
Take it away, Paz.
Well, thank you for the recap. And yes, I have some things prepared. But classic instead of spooky scary skeletons, that's too weak. Hoppa. scare tactics to use.
It's uncreative.
Not to mention the fact that the skeletons are technically on our side.
Yeah, they're our
That's true.
friends.
Yes.
We would not be scared if we saw one.
Oh,
Sylvie would be fucking terrified.
Bones? Walk? Huh? But too serious of music for what needs to be done right now.
Also, I've completed my process of leveling up.
Nice.
Except for the health, which I still need to roll for, which is the D10, right?
Yes, D10. Oh yes.
And is it minimum of average or?
Yeah, what's the min pass?
Usually, what is the rule? Is it just a straight roll, or is it average up to maximum?
You roll. If you roll.
Well, I got a 5, so
if you roll less than 3, I would say that you can take average.
All right.
Yeah. By the way, everyone watching, we leveled up.
Level 7.
For me, it's
People apparently
7.
forgot to do it
Yeah,
when
+4.
I mentioned it before we ended session last time, apparently, so...
I've
I
listened
don't
to the
remember
entire
you saying
session. It was not mentioned.
It was mentioned. I can tell.
It was not. I literally just did the recap. You can't tell me what I've just heard.
Well, how... Okay, cool. I guess I was divined by God to know it.
Anyway.
So... was 4.
I distinctly remember me asking you guys why your health looked so low when we should be level 7. And then y'all said, huh, we're level 7?
Yeah, and I reaffirmed it there also. That yes, you had leveled up.
So, Has, where we start in today's...
Well, it's in the morning, so to speak.
Oh, oops.
You did.
All
So you need to do an R before the greater
Yeah,
than
it's the
symbol.
wrong one. But I rolled above average anyway.
You rolled a success. Congratulations.
Okay, so that is 12.
I got 7.
There we go.
Yeah, so they had... It's still morning, they had that talk with the spirit thing, and yeah. So it's like after that.
It's still morning.
Yeah.
You can see...
And Eager is still panicking.
Yeah. You can see people are starting to get into activity. You see people taking boats out onto the river to either fish or hunt, or sailing to trade. You see people milling about, people sitting down in small groups around some of the fireplaces, getting either food created or sitting and doing some crafts of different kinds.
I'm just asking around the people who's around me. Would you think it would be okay for taking a look around?
You're asking the other ones around the fire?
Yes.
Sophie just kind of shrugs. She has no idea what your culture is like.
I think what Pepper may have meant is that she asks people walking by if that'd be okay.
Well, I asked if she asked the other ones around the fire, hey, do you think?
I am asking the people I know around me.
There you go. I did not misinterpret what she said.
Is anyone responding?
I'm not there. As
I
Sylvie
know.
already responded.
Is the people that
How
aren't
And the other
playing-
people are not here.
The only other person there is
How
Asari.
brave.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Frick.
I mean, you could play them if they're just talking, Pass.
He can also answer as Sati.
Yeah.
Sure, you should be welcome. If you like, you can come with me and we can take a look around.
Also,
I'm just
have we eaten
a little bit
breakfast at this
curious
point?
to see how
Yeah.
they're living. Or
Okay.
You would be eating breakfast at this point, like a quick bowl of morning stew, so to speak.
I'm sure Spears cooked something.
Still discovering a new world of flavor.
I'm just curious about what this tribe got to offer. Like to learn.
Well then, let's take a look, shall we?
They've probably got a lot of fish.
We
Sylvie will just kind of sprint after them.
me and Chatty going on a girl trip.
Sylvie's
Girl
curious
trip.
as well.
Are you stealthing or are you just going with them?
No,
It's a
she's
girl's
not
day
being
out.
quiet about this. She's not being quiet about this at all.
So it is a girl's day out.
Yeah.
I guess. Meanwhile, Igor is fucking freaking out in that tent.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if you can see over there, see those different types of pottery in different colors. It's because they have different types of clay down here by the riverbed. And believe me, I've already got myself a few pieces. But if you like to, decorate your home a little bit more with different colors,
Can I see people actually doing stuff over there?
like by the fireplace over here, you can see like people sitting and with the small pottery wheels making pots and cups and whatnot are in the clays of different color.
I will actually go over and just talk to them. Like,
Random NPC, do I have?
Random NPC 29.
Give me a second here. I need to check if I have.
You need to
Oh
be sure
boy,
it's
he
not
needs to roll the
random
random
NPC number
charts.
15 because random. You don't want to talk to random NPC number 15. They're a weird one.
That's why I said 29, because 29
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need
29's a
someone
cool
with
guy.
a little bit more welcoming attitude than number 15.
29's all
yeah.
class.
Yeah. 29's a real cool
Although
guy.
she can also be quite stuck up sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, but you can get past
Better
it.
than 15 though, you know.
Yeah, 15. You don't want like 15. Oh boy, that's bad news.
Also,
Yeah,
I
'cause
cannot
he's
get
just
over
silent
the
and
fact that
creepy looking.
also I cannot get over the fact that Asati was just talking girly.
Like, look over there, and then you got the stuff.
Yeah,
there,
she
they
was
make
literally
such
pulling the
pretty colors.
California girl out.
Oh my god, Stacy.
No, that's
Okay.
NPC 15, okay?
Okay.
That's
That's
Yeah.
bitchy teenager. That's not Asati.
Ah!
Also, maybe in the meantime we can show the stream the new art for Riot.
Oh, yeah, my new mask.
Oh, right. Give me a moment.
Fortunately, that's simple.
Oh, wait. That's not there.
It's, I've got it for my, it's alright, don't worry about it, they can see it here. It's for my, I had to replace it outside the game, so
Yeah, did you already replace it on your token?
yeah, I did the token.
Okay, good. Oh, that's a nice looking kid.
You can see the kid is working on making a bowl.
Just asking kindly. This looks interesting. I never seen colors like that before. Looking smiling and in like what you doing kinda.
Oh, I'm helping Mama. Making the pots and bowls.
May you make that color?
It's the clay. It's clay we dug up from one of the pits. It's green. Look. Like he holds up like this slightly greenish colored clump of clay.
Nice.
Because the clay
Actually,
the clay you guys are used to work with is more of tannish color.
I'm asking them politely. Actually, I pulling my empty. If I needed something this size? What do we want for it?
Is it like a small bowl you're holding?
The bowl for their healing stuff. We talked about making getting more.
Oh, small clay pots to drink off. Ah, right.
Yes, this. Yes. So for the heal.
Oh boy.
And she just start thinking.
What was that, Pepper? You just kind of stopped mid-sentence.
Basically asking her to if asking him that would it be possible for maybe getting that size?
So what you want more clay jars for potions?
He takes the pot, the empty one you have, because you drank one of your potions here last session, and he
Yes.
looks at it, and then he goes over to a tent, just pops the head in, and you can see him talking to someone. Then he walks back out and sits down. What do you have for trade?
Oh yeah, Pat. I bring a bunch of my fancy knives with me.
What, the metal ones?
You know, the copper.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I made
Oh,
a
she got
bunch
copper
of
knives to
copper
trade.
knives. Yes, I.
You're cutting out.
God, the lag is so bad.
You hear me now?
Yeah. So you're trading copper daggers.
Yes. I asking if they want the copper dagger.
You see that a boy's eyes just sparkles as he looks at the knife in a material he doesn't know how is, and you see him starts testing the sharpness of the blade.
Careful, it's sharp. It's copper.
He doesn't know what that is.
He like takes the knife, runs over to the tent, shouts, "Ma, Ma, look at this! They want to trade this for parts of the small size I showed you before. How many? Like, look how sharp it is. And the color.
Over enthusiastic kid.
$15 parts for a knife will make you.
Holy shit.
Damn.
That's a lot of potions. You already have 4 as well, so.
Sylvie.
Yeah, that's a.
Ashton like looks at Sylvie with really kind of like stare.
Sylvie looks back. What?
What? I said it.
Who there is she looking like that on?
Sylvie. Shati listened to what Sylvie was saying while you were discussing with the kid enthusiastically about the trade. Well,
Why
Sylvie was
didn't you say it?
muttering about
When you say it, Sophie.
Well, the entire thing in the chat, like while Uka was talking
Yeah.
to the child, Sophie was constantly. She starts she says
She was studying,
stares
to see if
intently
he
at the
would be
child.
able to eat.
Is considering what to do. Looks around if there's a lot of people watching, and then because she saw there was a lot of people around, she said "darn" quietly. And then when you gave her the knife, she says, "Now the prey is armed."
darn.
And Asati caught her.
Yeah, but Sophie looks back at at Asadi as if she's done nothing wrong, and as this
Yeah,
is a totally normal
incredulously.
thing.
Do I get the pots ASAP?
No,
House?
they don't have that many pots available of that size because they usually make like either cooking pots or vases for storage of things. So they would need to make them, but they are doing an agreement to make you 15 pots for a single knife.
I mean, the other thing is, I don't think you can carry that many.
Yeah, I'm just asking. So
Well,
when
we have those,
would
we have those
the
carts,
pots
and
be
they're
ready?
gonna be empty once we give them the gifts, so
That's
we can
true.
just use the carts
Mhm.
again.
Yeah. And also, we're gonna be.
I would
We've
also
already.
like to
They've
point
already
out
told us
that
that
the pots are like
we're gonna be here for a couple days.
the pots are a little bit bigger than a Coke.
A Coke
can.
bottle.
No, a Coke can.
Oh, can. Okay.
Like they can have
Aye.
like the space inside is like a Coke can. If it was
Yeah.
stuffed into one and then enclosed in clay with a small
Yeah.
bottle.
So it's basically a clay vial.
Yeah.
Have a can of healing.
So I'm asking the child when would the cans be?
Me, Ma, my sis make 5 each, and then they need to dry and be fired. 5 days.
Okay, then we can collect them before we go.
Does color matter?
Well, it doesn't matter. We just need more of the. But I wouldn't mind have a few fancy colors from. So I I can show a little off with my tribe at home.
Okay. You see him walk over to the tent. Ma, she wants fancy. Still 15? Okay, still 15 for the knife, right? Okay. Do you want me to go and get her more clay? Okay, I'll do that. No, wait, you want sis to do it? You know she is slow. And she doesn't get her enough all the time. Yeah, I don't care. But Ma... I know I'm still just child. But she's lazy, Ma. Ma, I'm big enough to go outside the wall.
Oh boy, I see what the Halloween event is now.
Fine. I'll go talk to sis. You see him walk over to the other tent and he walks in. Then you hear some
Soft kick.
a soft kick, women screaming and shouting, and you see the boy runs out giggling.
Oh my god.
Sylvie.
As Shadi walks over and whacks Sylvie in the back of the head.
It's just a head chop.
Then-
Bonk.
What was that for?
We don't eat people we are talking with, especially not from a tribe we are trying to do diplomacy with.
She just kind
I go in
of
front of
squints at
her.
her.
If you try to eat, look, if you eat people, you meet my fire. And tell her, I can bind you with burning chains. You would not like that. Deal?
You're gonna have to catch me first.
No eating.
She doesn't actually
Not a problem.
She doesn't seem to agree, but just kind of looks at you two what the fuck are you guys on about?
So if you try to be evil, you'll face fire.
I don't know what Pepper is saying.
Yeah, we're cutting out.
Yeah, it's still cutting up.
Basically telling her that if she tries to eat people, she will burn you.
Hmm.
Ah, so going back to the roasted child insult, huh?
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, Sylvie will just kind of look
they
at
also have-
Uka and just kind of she seems to have stopped doing whatever the fuck she was doing for now.
She finally stopped salivating.
We'll go on other adventures and see what the camp have else in to look at.
You go wandering around, having a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just seeing what kind of
What the people
fence do they have? What
are like. Right.
It also seems
What
like
do they
their
do?
tents are made of a lot more
Oh.
colorful cloth.
And also here's
Oh,
the
oh,
hi.
yeah.
talked about.
Yeah. New mask. New mask, who that?
That's Rive's mask, and he will soon be rejoining the group.
Can I not get this away?
Because I was
Get rid of it.
controlling it, dear.
Yeah, that's his to control.
So I just want to look around, see what they have.
As
So you said you were looking at their defenses.
Yeah, just wanna. That's my area, so
You wanna?
see if they have any special kind of weapons. Do they have any special kind of armor?
Well, Pass already showed us a particular type of way the Braves dress, with like the turtle head and the turtle shell.
Yay!
Yeah, but what are their weapons and defense like, Pass? Since
uh,
she's looking for that.
well, as she looks at it, she can see they have like this thick wall made of a mixture of logs and cut pieces of wood knit together to make a mixture of like a plank wall or a raft wall, so to speak, with towers or platforms attached to it all over the place. There's also a gate. It's not shown on the map here because it's. I ran out of space.
It's to the east.
It's to the east,
Right.
basically. There is also one to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
north.
off map.
There's
Right.
an east gate and an off gate into the camp, but it is not shown here, sadly, because I ran out of
Right.
space on
And
the.
then obviously.
I'm talking about the people making armor and stuff like that. Pass.
Yeah, but I was told you were going for a brand review of the place. But
Oh,
as
yes.
you also see people wowing cloth with something you have seen, but you also see them dye it in most cases. To make both clothes, but also armor with.
What are they doing?
Cloth.
Oh, okay.
You can see that they are crushing shells that has been collected in different colors and sorted by color that they then crush, add something to, and then boil, and then they put
The cloth in.
the cloth in, and you can see it takes
Right.
the color of the shells themselves.
Are they seashells or like turtle shells? Like what kind of shells are they?
Clams.
Ooh.
You can also see that they are boiling different herbs or flowers in some water to also give color, but it's a little bit mix of all everything. Why they have such vibrant color with some of the tents.
They have colors that we haven't seen in that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can also see as you're walking along that the soldiers or the braves of this tribe, the most common ones are like wearing something akin to a tunic and a spear and a shield, basically. Maybe a cap of some cloth, so to speak, or leather. But like the high rank, the medium ranking braves are wearing like the best way I can describe is a gambeson.
Mm.
A gambeson.
A what?
Gambeson.
I
I'm
don't
not
know what
familiar
that
with that
is.
term.
It's like padded. It's like padded cloth.
Ah, okay.
So basically, what I made for Iger.
Well, it's like that, but his has like the plate. On
Yeah, the
top
mine
of
is
it.
plated.
Okay.
Alright.
Not on my level.
And then you see
Uh-huh.
the few elite braves that are also walking around. They have like gambeson on, but they are also wearing turtle shells on top of the shields of turtles. Small ones for like shoulder, and like the big one to cover the torso.
On the front, back, or both?
The one they're using for the torso, they have the front, what is basically the back of the turtle is showing towards the front, and then it still looks like it's somewhat sticking together with the softer belly is like on their backs.
Right.
If I see some of the soldiers, I will actually start talking with them about the armors, because I want to learn. Because I'm making armor, and I want to learn to make better. Like do a compy with all I see. So basically, that's what I'm gonna do.
The soldiers say they can't really share anything since you're not a friend of the tribe just yet. And they can't give you any of their equipment to play around with, because that would be kind of defeating the purpose of them having the armor on, doing their duty time.
Yeah, you just
That's
showed
fair.
up.
If we end up getting an alliance, maybe we can take that talk another time. So basically, I'm just this little curious, annoying person going around, looking
You're
what
just being
everybody
nosy.
doing.
Mm.
Want to learn? Okay, being okay, like always.
Oh, so naive.
I'm not naive. I'm trying to figure out stuff so I can get
Oh
better.
my god!
You're trying to figure out stuff, yes, but that means you are naive. Because you don't know it yet.
I'm not a naive. I'm a mastermind.
Sylphie got caught again.
I'm planning and
Wait. What's
They-
happening?
That's Sylvie trying to whisper to herself, very obviously, for the ones who are like having their eyes on her. She's just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna strike from behind to get some food here, and then like Ashanti's just like walking over and like pulls her on her.
It's like she pulls her up by the neck,
Yeah.
like a disobedient child.
I'm ending up asking Ashanti, should we get her back to Spirits?
Let go of me.
Like she's like holding, like she is, kind of tall, Ashanti, so she's like lifting you off the ground, while staring at you with murderous intent.
What? I didn't say I was actually gonna do it.
No, but you did say it. And what if any of our hosts heard you? Like, your kind doesn't really have the best reputation. Are you going to create diplomatic faux pas? Because then you're ruining my chance also to speak with the tribe for trade talks and whatnot, which I'm here for.
What? You can't take a joke?
And if you ruin that, if you ruin our chances, maybe we can't get back on those who actually shoot you down.
Hey, there's a big pool of water over there. Maybe
If you
we
want
can
to
drown her.
get back,
What the fuck?
Right, don't try and incite us to
so
murder.
if you want to get back, so if you want to get back on those, down,
What?
You're cutting out again.
Pepper's cutting out again.
The whole map is shaking.
And basically tell
So
them, hey,
what-
lay down. Don't want you to ruin it because we need those people to actually kill those who shoot you down.
What? There was so much cutting. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened. What?
Pepper, I think you might have the mic too close to your mouth, and that's why. So try that again.
Oh my god, the fucking neighbors at it again.
Also wondering if she has noise cancellation on. That might also be causing issues with her it picking up her voice.
It feels like it's more an internet problem with how she cuts out like that.
No, because in
turns
that
robot
case
a
we
lot.
would be getting problems from Pass as well. It's only her.
No, because
So it's either her laptop or her
might
settings.
It might be rather my PC hogging all the internet because I'm quite literally streaming. You have to remember, and I'm connected directly to the router. She's on Wi-Fi.
Right.
Do not eat. We need the people to get those who harmed you. Okay.
It
She'll
was
just
easier to
kinda
actually fucking run.
Cross her arms while being picked up, and just kind of okay, fine.
Good. And then she like lets go, and you just like drops down onto the ground.
I very gracefully, slowly fall down by using my wings.
Flutter to the ground.
Yes, like an angel.
You're no angel.
Gets bopped again.
Gets bonked by God.
I mean, if you keep that up, it's
As you walk over by these two very marvelous looking tents, you see people are weaving something that you do recognize. At least Ukana Shante
My
does.
host.
Honey, remember your hot miking?
Yeah, but I need us eating wire.
We can't understand anything she's saying.
I think the baby's
It's-
eating the wire.
Oh,
oh.
God damn it!
Oh, child.
Right.
As you see them weaving cotton into string, and then afterwards from the strings into
Oh, they're working
It's
with
fabric.
cotton buds.
remember what
Yes?
Asante said? They did have it in the area.
I see them making cotton stuff.
Yeah, you see them making fabric out of cotton.
Yes. And what do they do with that cotton?
Well, as I said before, they make it into a thread, and they then take the thread to either make into fabric or use the thread to sew things together. But you can like see that there is a like some people are sitting focusing on spinning the threads. Then there are some who take some of the thread to with the small looms they have to like make pieces of fabric. And then you also see someone in the distance who are like doing coloring of said fabric after it's done being woven, so to speak.
Yes.
And you can also see a few people who are sitting and buying the fabric to either sew it into the clothes or other things like make it into tent material.
This
Yeah, you can see them majority have like blue and purple and a slight pink. They also do seem to have a little bit of green, but it's not a majority of their coloring they're doing in green. Or the slight reddish hue.
about something. They need some.
You're really cutting up, but yes, I understand
So-
that your character is expecting together with your sister, and you want what?
I'm actually thinking about getting something fancy. My baby and my sister's baby can get wrapped in.
Oh,
Oh, you want child wrappings?
We're gonna go over to them. I like the colors you have here.
yes.
Would it be possible to get 2 pieces of fabric? As in, she gonna mention the size she would need for baby.
Ah, you want fabric for when your child is born? Sure, we can come to an arrangement.
Yes, me and my sister is expecting at the same time, so
Oh, sure, we can come to an agreement. How much fabric do you need? Both for you and the child, or just the children?
thinking for one for my child and one for my sister's child. I wanna give her a
Anything
little
specific?
present when you get back.
Any of the specific colors we have here you wish to get your hands on? Yes?
Yeah, we don't know about the which gender it's gonna be, so she just looking like that. Look,
You're cutting out again. So
she's just gonna pick.
what colors pass?
She is like Uka is basically standing and studying the different fabrics of coloration there. They have a few in green, which seems they don't have a lot of, and they have a few bundles of red, but mostly they have either blue or purple.
But I have never.
Yeah, you have never seen colors of this vibrant coloration. Yeah, I know.
I think I would go with the blue and the red one because why not?
Good solid colors. Um,
I never.
when do you need them? Because these are part of an order we need to finish in the next couple of days. I'll make. What are you trading for?
She will pull out one of the copper knives again. I had this.
You see the woman takes the knife, studying it over. Give me 2 of those, and I will make you the most vibrant and beautiful bundles of fabric you would care to go ever would care to buy.
And she just reached in and take 2.
So how many did you actually make?
She has
I bring Edson with me.
So she has 7 left.
And wow, okay.
Uka always brings goods for trade when she goes out, you know. And good
Oh yeah, I
company.
know. I was
That's
just,
just okay.
I mean, she has a steady profession, unlike most of us.
Well, that's just because you don't indulge in your profession as much as you could.
The copper knives is something she have in. And before she delivered the knives, she will tell how to if they get a little bit used down at time. She will tell them how to get them sharp again.
She nods and takes the knives and put to the side.
I think if you could have it done before we leave, we at here at the peace tracted. Or trading. What do you call it, pass?
Peace talks and trade negotiation.
Yeah,
Well-
she basically we here for some time.
yeah, I was gonna say it's 5 days for the pots anyway. So
Yeah, and it would probably take around a week while you guys are here for negotiating, you know, first peace between the tribes, then there is the talk about trade, then there's the talk about alliance, and that's like it's gonna take a good while.
And that's not even mentioning the fact that it takes some time for those
So we
northern
probably gonna
chiefs
be
to
here
show
around a
up.
week.
yeah,
We're gonna be here for a while.
Oh, the northern camp, which is in between this camp and the other camp, there's like this small little bay area in between. Like there is the southern camp where you guys are at, and then there's the north camp, which is on the opposite side of the small. I wouldn't really call it a lake, really. It's more like a big inlet, or not inlet, but like a dip in the river has made over time.
it's like it's similar to like how the water is here, how it comes in, but it's like on a massive level.
Yeah,
That's a bay.
yeah. Then
It's
there's
just
like
like
a bay, a river bay. Is that really?
because in
Um,
IRL I live like similar to this. I live around there.
I think you mean the word bayou?
No, it's a bay. Like I live near a bay. It's like when it cuts in like this into the inland, then that's a bay.
Hmm.
Bayou is like where there is like potential also for stagnant water, where it's seawater that runs in and
Oh, that's
create
true.
like salt marshes. This is not salt water. This is fresh water. So it's a freshwater bay.
Mm.
The more you know.
So when I'm done with that, I will go back to.
But they tell you that they would probably be a couple of days. She couldn't give you a specific because it depends on when they're done with the first order here they're making for, that they would be able to make hers, so to speak. But she will guarantee that they will have it done for you guys before they're leaving.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell them which area we in if they need to find me.
But we are going to cut it there for you guys and going to put a
They
focus
just continue shopping.
over to you, Eager. Mister, I'm
All
having
right.
a meltdown.
Yes. So yeah, Eager Igor gets down on his knees and begins praying. I think this music does not fit the scenery anymore.
Why you're not in a cheerful mood?
Absolutely. Shut your mouth, Edge.
Mr. Shinoda. Something is following me, trying to influence my judgment. Speaking of destiny and fate. But I don't know if it's coming from you. Is something trying to alter my path?
Whom do you speak of, child?
I can't quite remember. Did Spears mention the what the thing called itself, or
No.
I think he only gave me a description.
Yeah, he gave you a description. He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, of this pale, faceless thing, like where the face is like this pale, faceless head. And when I mean face, it's think of like Slenderman. Kind of
Yeah,
feel
like no facial features at all.
Yeah.
Watch it literally be Slenderman.
Well,
Was-
no.
It did not. I don't know if it has a name, but it was a hulking black entity, as far as my friend was able to tell me. And it had no face, just a blank, pale slate.
I'm not entirely sure whom that might be, but it might be one who is under my domain. Remember, I am also the goddess of oracles, farseers, and prophecy.
This entity, it tried to coerce me to seize power through destruction by getting rid of my friend. I cannot imagine that would be something you would encourage, but
It's a hard and
I don't
harsh
know.
world, Ika. Only the strong lives and leads, the weak are devoured. Forgotten. Kindness can be seen as weakness. But remember, kindness is also a feature to show that you're strong. To lift up those who are weak to a higher point where they are no longer weak is inspiring. You take the path in which you think is best suited. If it means that you would need to eliminate your friend, so be it. To make sure that your people stay strong and alive, then that's how it will be.
I know fate is a cruel, heartless process. But if I were to show cruelty now, it could possibly lead to isolation.
How so? How would it lead to isolation of you grasping the reins of someone who proved that he was stronger than the former chief, but you proved to be stronger? Would you make a better chief then? Remember.
In the eyes of the tribe, then yes.
And also
That
the other
would-
tribes surrounding you. Which means that you would be a much better candidate for an alliance making.
But
Knowing that you are a scion of Peru. And a champion of mine. Would that not inspire greatness?
I'd be ready for such a lonely pedestal, inspiring fear in my enemy, even my allies.
One thing you need to know if you truly are to take the path of leadership. You can both be feared and loved, but if you cannot have both, fear is the best tool. Because if your friends and your enemies do not fear you, they will stop at nothing to strike at you when you are at your weakest. Eager. And who says your friends don't already fear you to a certain degree? You are, after all.
Predictable.
And you already slain one of your friends, haven't you? And by proxy killed your own family.
Eager is silent for a moment, feeling the pain of what he's done.
But don't worry, nobody knows that except for me. Your sister, whom I'm taking care of, and your friends. So fear not, Ida.
Even so, I feel like now is not the time to rise up. We must grow smarter and stronger first. Spears may be inexperienced right now, but it's not the right time.
Is a much overvalued word in this case. But he does take some good choices of what he wants and what needs to be done, but he does not carry the same level of, well, he doesn't really carry himself like a chief would, now do he? He barely speaks. He barely leads.
Spears is a peace-loving individual.
That might be, but you are in war. Eager. You don't need a chieftain of peace, you need a chieftain of war to lead your people through this crisis. Because it's not just your people who are in danger, it's all people who stand to lose.
I know. And if the possibility is there, I would find no greater joy in taking the harsh choices away from him so he can focus on rebuilding what will be destroyed in its wake. But I'm convinced that he's already voiced his determination to challenge me if I am to take this seat from him.
Then take him up on it. Prove who is stronger. You don't necessarily need to kill him or banish him afterwards. Because he is skillful, he is a strong individual, but you are stronger. You are a scion. And a champion of a goddess. Where he is a
I must
walking-
prepare myself.
Where he
No, go on.
where he you can almost see her face like starting to go into existence in front of you in this etherealness, and where he is but a mere ticking time bomb as his instability increases. He's like a vessel that has foregone too much heat. Do you remember what happens? Do you remember back when you were a child and you accidentally threw a wet rock onto a fire? Iga, do you remember?
Either crack the stone or extinguish the flame.
It exploded.
Then I'll have to prepare to step in before he breaks. He has his own choices to make. He shouldn't be burdened with even more.
That choice is for you to make, but soon, before he engulfs this entire continent in an all-consuming flame.
I must make haste. have no idea how much time he has left.
I do not know, but I do see that the path ahead is obscured by fire and smoke and leaves nothing in its wake.
Eager steels himself.
Then I'll help him make that choice. I'll help him kindle the flame, or choose to snuff it out. He must not fall. I don't know what I would do.
Neither do I. But the path in which you're walking now, there is only death that awaits, and fire. But maybe this is what this world needs. You can actually see the face, this ethereal face. You see like ethereal tears starting streaming down as she says that.
Yeah, she also doesn't like the fact that life is cruel.
All right. And my path is clear for me now.
Seize your destiny.
I will.
Then rise, eager brimstone.
Eager gets up from his up on his knees.
You
New
feel
determination on his face.
you feel her hand touches you, where you are like see-through into your magic core, and you can feel like her hand touching you there. Walk with pride, but no arrogance. Yet you fall.
I made a promise, and I will keep it. I shall not disappoint the Mistress of Fate again.
And he'll break from his prayer trance.
Give me a moment. We need to take a break here. I need to help with the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hearing him going nuts in the background.
Yeah, we'll take a small break here, people, like 5 to 10 minutes. Be right back.
Got it.
I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Fuck, man.
Very intense.
Now I have to.
I have words.
I know, and soon I will hear them.
Yes.
And I probably won't like them.
Oh no. No.
but I'll hear them out long nonetheless.
May also make you think as well.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
That
What's
didn't
up?
take long.
I'll still
Yeah,
be here.
I have a sink in my room. I literally just had to like get up from my chair, turn around, and boom.
Why do you have a sink in your room?
I don't
'Cause
know,
he
man.
lives
It's
in the
an old
bathroom.
house. Yes, that. Yep, you called me.
His bed is in the bath.
Then why
Gotcha.
am I not hearing an echo? There's nothing
Because
more
it's,
echoey in the house than the bathroom.
It's
padded.
very well insulated. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going for a smoke, but
Yeah, keep talking out of your ass,
there you
buddy.
Hmm. I didn't
And
know
so-
you were also a connoisseur of the Fartian language.
so he can take a shit like mid game and not have to worry.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
The fuck? Why did Gomast fucking use same on the image of Sylphie having snacking on human flesh as their habit? What? Gomast, do you want to explain something?
What do you mean same? I only see damn.
Different character, I see.
Oh, did
you
he
see
remove
the
it?
emoji on the reaction?
Oh! Also, is that just a canon thing of harpies? They eat humans?
Well,
I think they eat anything.
Or is that
They
just something in particular of Sylphie?
No, harpies.
They just eat
well,
meat.
Normally in D&D 5e, they totally 100% do everything. But in this game, yes, also.
It just happens to be that all the meat around here are people.
Yeah, most of the meat around is people, and they just they've got a taste for it, and they also like hunting. So
If she was out in the wilderness, it'd be whatever the fuck was around.
is
Right.
it edible? Yes, eat.
She's like me. She's a meatitarian. She doesn't believe in killing plants.
Yeah, but she's not an asshole like you are.
Oh, she's kind of an asshole. In a different way.
Incomparable.
Well, you think Wrath was an asshole before? Wait till he gets back.
Okay. It's all just a matter of different cultures. That's totally it. That's the whole thing. Yep.
Where
Also,
before
fun
he was,
fact.
he may have been an asshole, but he was trying to fit in. That's gone now.
Damn. Fun fact. The heating in my house is non-operational. I am freezing.
I am really hot.
I see.
I have a
Thanks,
fan on.
man. Bruh.
Bro, I'm sitting
I
here
have-
sweating. I'd rather
I
be
have-
cold.
I have 4 layers on right now.
Yeah, it's easier to keep warm than it is to keep cool. You can be there butt naked with a fan next to you and still be sweating. But you just keep putting shit on and eventually you get warm.
I mean, yeah.
Coming in the summer here, I don't like it. Go away, summer. I'll trade you.
You want permanent winter?
Yes, yes.
Also, like a
Bloody
really
lovely.
long time ago, I saw a post on Reddit. Is it true that in Australia you have spider season?
Yeah,
Holy
I mean,
fuck.
in certain areas.
Because I saw like it was like a post saying like this isn't snow, these are spider
yeah.
webs, and the
I've
entire
seen
like image was full of white.
We have spider farms here, so it's like that. But
Excuse me.
they get all the web and stuff from the
I
spiders.
see.
It's like a
What
farm,
are
but
they
instead
using
of
that
cows
for?
and stuff, I
Spider
don't
silk.
know, clothes and stuff. I don't know.
From spider silk?
Whatever you make shit out of that with. Obviously, because they wouldn't do it otherwise. If it wasn't worth anything, they wouldn't do it.
I have never ever heard of spider silk being used industrially.
It used to be used. The Mongolians had armor made out of it. It was like the padding.
Let's see. Human uses the earliest recorded attempt to weave fabric. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. All told a long time ago. Is there anything more nowadays?
Yeah, I don't know about modern stuff.
In 2012, spider silk fibers were used to create a set of violin strings. Let's see. Spider silk has been used as a thread for crosshairs in optical instruments such as telescopes, microscopes, and telescopic rifle sights. In 2011, silk fibers used to generate fine diffraction patterns over N-slit interferometric signals used in optical communications. Silk has been used to create biolenses that could be used in conjunction with lasers to create high-resolution images of the inside of the human body. Silk has been used to suspend inertial confinement fusion targets during laser ignition as it remains... I don't know what any of this means.
It technically.
What?
But apparently it's used, so that's why they have a farm for it. Also, this is all fun facts with the 3 players that are here for chat.
Mhm.
You're welcome. The more you learn.
Very interesting. I'm just glad this isn't just a shopping episode, because that would have been real boring.
I mean, he said it was gonna be. He said it was gonna be a Halloween episode. So you think that was all it was gonna be?
Yeah, I'm expecting something to appear.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm expecting that kid to go missing.
Probably once Rioth makes it back.
That's probably going to be a few days.
No, you travel way faster than us. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Especially now that you're alone.
He didn't have a boat. Like, we made it inside, and we made it in a day because of boats, and we would have been downstream till. Like, we didn't need to rest on our way there, because boat.
So it'll be like a couple of days at least, probably. Because yeah, I do move faster because of my terrain, but still.
It's up to pass.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing I could ask him how.
I'm also
works.
still. I'm also a little bit worried
Mm.
that Arnalda would actually use the name Perun.
Well, I mean, you are still
Yeah.
connected to him.
Well, it might also just be that Pass jumbled up the names.
No, he's still connected to him. Like he still gets the power from him.
I know, but there is a
I know,
distinct
but
difference between what it was
literally
previously known as Perun and now
all
Ingrid.
of the 3 goddesses refused to call him by that name,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah. You probably.
and
meant
suddenly
Ingrid.
she does. So either Pass forgot about it, or
Well, I mean,
that was not her.
you're still related to him because it's Perun's dad.
I know. I know, I can't get rid of him. I already tried, it didn't work. I mean,
I'm
if
gonna have
even
to keep
Tengri
him.
doesn't have the capacity to get rid of him.
Mm. Yeah, I still need to ask Pass if this whole not need to sleep so much is basically equal to the trance thing, because then that would be easier knowing that.
It might be.
So it's not the same. It's just basically I only need to like instead of trancing, I probably just sleep that long.
So, how are y'all doing?
Good. Same as always.
Absolutely perfect, apart from the fact that my house is without heating.
And that is because
We're working on the floor or something, and for some reason that fucked shit up.
It's
working on the
upsetting.
floor, as in, like,
Getting
are
a
they?
new one.
Are they
Like
thinking
the
about
entire
placing
structural,
like
the
floor
entire
heating?
structure, the entire, yeah, that too, but the entire structure under the floor had to be redone because it was just empty space above dirt between, like there was nothing between it. It was planks, empty space, dirt. So it was
So what? So what? Your house did not have a proper foundation?
yeah. Or at least that room in
Ugh.
particular didn't.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so that's why they have to redo it. Which is so now they've
Also,
filled it
welcome
up
back,
with
Pepper.
concrete
Welcome
and
back.
stuff. Yo, what's up?
Pass is back too.
Finally.
Busy,
You out of
baby.
breath?
I'm just happy that he's finally sleeping.
Oh, nice. I was gonna say, did you put him to sleep? But that sounds bad. So, better the way you said it.
What do you think she used baby nap time? Spraying him with bleach.
So you back, boss? You good?
Yeah. We can continue on. Where were we? Yeah, you finished off your prayer.
Communion.
Oh yeah, pass. That's what I was gonna ask you. With you said I don't need to sleep as much. Does that work like the Elven trance, where I only need like 4 hours,
Yes.
but I sleep instead of trance? Okay.
Well, you can also go into a trance-like state.
Right.
Okay, so after Eager is done with the communion, he's going to take out the scrolls of prophecy and see if any new additional information is added about the events that transpired last night, and or any more future predictions.
Right now, it's just blank. Even as you add ink to it, it just stays blank.
I see.
You broke it.
No, I did not. There's still that other future prediction. All right. He packs it back up and goes back outside. Sees Deacon and Spears still sitting there. Probably still finishing off their breakfast. And Eager quickly goes and grabs a bowl as well.
Saying anything? Just in contemplation of what has transpired.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't really know how to convey what he knows by now.
Look at us using all these
If
fancy words.
they ask whether or not that entity was something to be worried about, he's just gonna say that
I'm not entirely sure, but Arnaldo speculates that it may have been one of her messengers.
Huh. Spears would look into the fire and gives a slight nod as he looks into the fire itself.
She did confirm to me that your current existence is unstable, Spears. You've got to think about what you're planning to do from here on out, because your body at some point will not last.
Don't you think I know?
Well, this confirms that you do, as I was hoping. And I hope that you've already started contemplating a solution.
I am, but it's not an easy choice to make.
I know. You already have plenty on your mind as is.
I'm not gonna bring up the whole I'm not gonna bring up the whole thing about taking his seat because he's not here and that's not fair to interact with him in that capacity when he's not here to voice his own opinion.
And
So I'm
that's
not
fair.
doing that right now.
I can also only fill in what I would believe Spears would answer, so to speak, out from his earlier dealings has witnessing his character reacting to questions and information given to him.
Yeah.
But Eager, I will not. I will not cede my position unless it's for the better of the tribe. And right now I don't trust you to have the betterment of the tribe in mind.
I understand. And perhaps there will be a moment where that changes. But it isn't now.
You see
He
him.
continues eating his breakfast.
Yeah, but you actually see Spears. He actually does something. He grasps hold of something inside the fire. Piece of coal. Burning. And then you see him putting the piece of coal in between his hands, and you can see him doing something to it. You can feel heat emanating from his hands.
Does he like make a little fireball?
No. He just took a piece of charcoal and exerting it into extreme heat and pressure. Like, you can see his beard and hair basically flare up with extreme intensity.
What, like he's
Is the
absorbing it?
No,
Not
he's actually
quite.
he's not using it for inputs. He's outputting his flame into that piece of charcoal.
Ah,
He's intensifying the heat of the charcoal,
right.
which I assume at some point is going to turn blue.
Oh, yes. You can see as his hair changes from red to blue to white.
Is his body giving off heat?
Yes, much heat. Like, you see Deacon, like, he's like sitting and starting to sweat a little bit, but doesn't seem too bothered by it.
I do actually take a little bit of step back.
You can even see the ground underneath him seems to darken and crack. And then he cools down.
Be careful now. Be careful now. If the people see you making too much, if the people here get a sense that your state of being is dangerous, it might ruin our chances of the diplomacy talk with them.
I understand, Eager. But I was trying to make something.
What would that be?
You see him holding a clear ball as he opens his hands up, and you see like this clear spherical object in his hand.
Does it appear to be some sort of glass? Like, I know that Eager wouldn't know what glass is, but like,
For the game.
does it look crystalline?
Yes, it does have, like, as you look into it, you can see that it's like crystal structure on the inside, but it's also very clear see-through, as if there's no impurities in it at all.
What is that? It's so pure.
I'm not entirely sure. I just want to test out what I could do with it, but it might be value of some kind. And he dips it into a bowl of water, and you can like see it just almost instantaneously evaporate as he set the ball into it.
Wait, it what?
The water evaporates all.
Oh, the water evaporates, right?
Yeah, it's immediately turning
Yeah.
straight to steam.
Right.
Oh, we most certainly need to be careful with something like that. That could be very dangerous. But
After a
in some
while, he
aspects, could also
takes
be
it up.
very useful.
He takes it over and throws it to you.
That?
It's not. It's still warm, but not burning to the touch, as you grasp it. And it's heavy, given its small size.
Fascinating.
Can I
be this time where
magically
me and
examine this
the
in
girls
some
get
capacity?
You can.
You and Pepper were both talking, so can you say it again, Igor?
Yeah, the girls at this time would be starting to head back.
Can I somehow magically study this object, like with some kind of Arcana check, or because I don't have many utility spells at my disposal, but
Roll me Roll me You could use Arcana on this one, I would say.
all right.
Wait, why did you roll with advantage?
Acute affliction.
Ah, right. This is a purified piece of carbon. Give me a second. I had to cough. It's a purified gem of some sort.
Oh my god, it's a diamond.
Because of its crystalline structure.
Out of charcoal?
It's pure carbon, condensed and heated to extreme degrees. That creates diamond.
Can I actually see what Iker's holding?
Yeah, you can see him you see arcane patterns as he around this ball of pure clearness he holds as he is looking into it, and you can just see him looking at it with extreme confoundment.
Ooh, what you got there?
Not entirely sure, but it's something that Spears just made. It seems to be some
But you
heavily
made that?
Yeah, he just did. He just grabbed a piece of charcoal from the fire, and then I don't know exactly what he did. He just pressed down on it and blasted it with as much heat as he could, and then turned into this. Somehow, I don't know if it has to do with anything with what he has become, but he seemed to have removed all the impurities from it.
Okay, looking like a child just walk into a candy store. Okay.
I would like to pinpoint that this ball is at the size of a ping pong ball.
Oh, no, okay. I was about to ask that.
Hey, it's number cheer. Oh, Pat.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that you cut out?
She said it's new material.
Okay, looking like.
She wants to use diamonds in her
Okay,
next
look.
project.
He asked if she can have a look on it.
Gives a quizzical gaze at Spears.
He just shrugs and like makes a gesture for her to have it, to look it over.
He hands it over.
And she immediately just started looking the details. With my mug, can I see something?
Of
You know
course
my
she's drawn
blessing
to it,
with
she's a woman.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
you know,
You see that as you use your mark to try and recognize this, you hold in your hand a true and pure diamond.
oh,
Maybe that's something a jewel crafter
yeah.
could use.
And
Or it can be used as an ingredient for spells.
think
Mhm.
what I see. It's not, the diamond is really pure.
Like she like holds
Would
it like up
would the
to
rest
her.
of us?
Yeah, you
Would the
wouldn't
rest of us know what diamond is?
It's
If-
you have heard of them. They are just as rare as the Qualis gems you're carrying around. I would like to point out.
It's not, diamond. That's really rare. And it's pure. Wow. That's what you're hearing her saying.
How did you manage to make this, Spears?
Something came over me and I wanted to try it out.
Oh, we won't be hard up for money anymore.
But I cannot.
You're not there.
I will check how what its hardness and stuff like.
Do you take your hammer?
Oh no.
No, I'm not gonna take my hammer. I'm just gonna the two stuff, like stuff.
As you take it and like dig it onto a piece of stone, you just see the stone just crumble.
Then I take one of the copper knives and just cling it.
You bend
Oh,
the
go on.
knife blade on it.
I was gonna say, that's not worth anything anymore.
Can you? At some point.
But-
She's just
Sorry,
looking
what did you say?
at the. She's looking at Spirit. Can you make more of these at some point?
Fuck. Oh,
Greed settles in.
God. My eyes are just lighting up.
I can make some amazing equipment with this stuff.
But,
Whoa.
Eager, with your Arcana check, you also know that it can be used as an enchantment component.
Oh my god. The time has come. Enchantments.
Enchantment.
Make it put it in a weapon, or and we could do stuff to it. just sitting
Then
and
again,
planning with
it's
this
highly
crystal in my
compatible
hand.
with magic storing. I think we could even
Amazing!
give it additional imbuements.
It could also store soul.
Oh no. We should keep this a secret from Ryeth.
He gets like an
Are you
actually
telling
worried
that-
expression on his face.
The soul.
Like, i.e., you can either use it to transport a spirit or a soul of someone or something to keep them tied to the material plane, so to speak.
Are you referring to something you would call a phylactery? Or just a storage medium?
It can store a soul or spirit indefinitely in it. But it does come with a price.
I mean, would he know that? He just knows that it can store.
That's true.
a
He doesn't
soul.
know what the price is, but he knows that it can because of its. Like, has he like senses
Well-
out with his magic? He can like feel that it's like a void that can be filled.
Well, if I remember correctly, I was actually present for that conversation where there was talk about you committing high blasphemy by storing a soul in a gem.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah.
I was present for that, so he would know that there would be a drawback to doing that, and that is why he's so worried that he's not sure if he wants to tell Riot
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah. But you wouldn't know what the price.
Because he doesn't know yet that you've given up on that.
That's true. Yes. Yeah, I haven't mentioned that.
I just want to say that during all of this, while you guys are like studying the diamond, Sylvia's been just kind of looking at it like she's been hypnotized.
Oh no, she likes the shinies.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna nick it.
Uka is like weighing it in her hand, tossing it between her hands, and just locked her gaze on it.
Oh yeah, she is locked on the target.
So we just nicks it and
I
flies
want it,
away.
I want it.
Leaves the party.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh no. No, we're not going psycho for a diamond. Especially now that you know that they can be created instead of you have to have this one because there's no others. Although you can be greedy. You can decide that for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
For now, she's just looking.
Yeah.
Just mesmerized. Just like as Uka's tossing it hand to hand.
What is
her head
Asati's
just-
response to this, by the way?
Am I the only one who didn't hear past that way?
No, we didn't hear pass.
We can't hear shit.
I don't hear past either.
Excuse me. Ashati like looks at it. It could be nice as a piece of jewelry, I guess. I can insert it into something like an amulet or some sort, or on a ring or armband.
I'm showing her the knife. Look what they did to my knife. Like smile.
Huh.
It's strong.
Yeah, most rocks are there.
Yes, but this is metal. That's stronger than rock. She points to the rock. What it did to the rock?
Oh. Oh!
I just dinged it, like.
Huh. Wait, how would you... You see, like, Ashati, like, stands and, like, thinks about it. How would you describe it? You would need something extremely hard.
Something quite possibly
Oh.
just another piece of the stuff itself.
Yes, but
Can you imagine a dagger made of this?
well, how would you
I
shape
would
it?
like that.
I don't
I
know,
will work on
slowly.
that.
Maybe slowly chip away at it. I don't know.
But it's a ball.
I've never seen something this hard before.
Like I've seen once like a spear made with volcanic.
Like if they're jagged enough.
I have seen once a spear made out of volcanic glass. Like it might shatter a little bit with each use, but it always keeps like a really sharp edge.
Hey, Spears, can you make other shapes? Than just round. She's looking like the happiest girl alive.
Spears, does this process, whatever you did to get it to turn into this, does it seem like there's any risk to it?
Well, I need to go into a superheated state while concentrating on forming it and giving it extreme heat and pressure, so there's a little bit of a risk making them,
Like-
yeah.
I don't want you to be making these when there's a risk that it explodes in your hands and kills you.
No, it doesn't explode. It might just set fire to things around me if not careful. He points to the
Maybe
like burnt
make it
ground
close
and
to
grass
her.
around him.
Yeah, I noticed. It's,
Maybe make it close to a leg then.
Well, do you remember what was said about him, that it'd be better if he's not in contact with water whilst using his magic? I think as long as he's surrounded by stones, at least something non-flammable, that it should be relatively safe.
Yeah, maybe not do it nearby the tree.
Or grass.
Yeah,
Or
good
tents.
idea.
Please
Go
do
to
not
the
do it
mountain
nearby
then.
any tents.
Then we go to a mountain. And he can make war there. But that should be another time.
So are you giving him the stone back, the diamond back, Uka, or
I'm just looking at who's keeping this? Looking at Spirits.
You could try
Like,
to put
as
it
in
in their
keeping it
pocket.
safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Sophie
give it to
will raise
her.
Sophie will raise her talon. Oh, I'll keep it very safe.
She just ignores her and just keeps staring at Spirits.
can
Just repeat it. So who's gonna keep this?
also can I make an insight check on Sylphie?
Go ahead. What would you like to know?
Is Spirits reacting?
I don't care.
Whether or not you're planning on giving it back once you get it.
Oh.
Oh no.
You don't beat my. Well, hold on. Let me see if I. Let's see what I will roll. Yeah, you don't. No.
She'll definitely keep it safe.
Yes,
She's
what
not
she
become
said was
masterful
entirely
to-
true. What she said was entirely true. She will keep it safe. Nothing will happen to it.
She's
She will
gonna use
protect
it
it
as
with her life.
because it's gonna be part of spicing up her nesting area.
Mm-hmm.
I just look, I just turned my face to Igathon, so you and me.
Actually, Ashanti actually does something. Before, like, can I borrow it for a second before handing it off? She looks to Yuka.
Just looking around the group, I see no harm in it.
You see her then reach for the diamond. She takes it up. She takes her copper dagger.
I'm curious what you're planning to do with it.
And then you see her, like, running the edge along the diamond. In a slight angle.
The edge of what?
Her small
Oh,
copper
she's-
knife.
She's
Oh.
making a diamond-edged blade.
I think you're just sharpening the blade.
After a few strokes with both sides of the diamond, she, like, holds up the knife. Like, really studying the edge. And she, like, takes a piece of really, she takes a piece of jerky and you just see how it cuts through it like it was butter.
Whoa.
Ha!
Okay, well, I guess we know who can get the most use out of this.
She
Looks at
sheaths her dagger again, carefully. Well, it can be, well, it can also be used for other things than just, to hunt blades, it would seem. Especially if spirits can create more. But,
Spirits, did you say that you can actually, during the creation process, you have to focus on the shape you're trying to make it?
well, yeah, because if I don't, it just becomes a crystalline mess.
Is it, you could give it different shapes other than a sphere.
Not what I've tried so far, but with time I might be able to. I might even be able to combine it with something else, I don't know. Right now I've
Perhaps
only...
even give it a hint
Hey.
of color.
You will always be welcome in the smithy if you.
If I want to, sure.
Of course he is. He's the chieftain.
Of course I am. Duh.
He's walking everywhere.
She basically asking him, "Hey,
Please come by and make me more diamonds.
The chief has been
Basically,
relegated to a diamond making machine now. He just sits in his castle making diamonds all day.
I would also like to point out he can actually do something else.
But
Why do I hear Pepper giggling?
Well, thing about this, he can create diamond. Do you know how high temperature and pressure that demands to make something of that nature?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's really, really hot.
The thing
But
about
that
what
also
he might
means
also...
that we'll be able to burn. We might be able to melt higher flashpoint metals now.
As long as he handles it, yes. But you can't because you don't have the technology or technical understanding of how to do it.
Mm.
Right.
still working on that part." But who ending up getting the crystal?
Sophie once again raises her hand.
Not hand, claw.
Talon. Sorry, Talon.
Ashanti like walks out to Sylvie like here you go, I guess then.
She will snatch
no.
it and,
And I didn't-
immediately
just-
crouch down and
no.
look into it intently.
And it's never seen again.
Pretty.
And just, it wasn't meant.
Are you cut out?
What?
You know
She only.
how much?
Wait, spirits. I mean, ego. What are you saying, Pepper?
I just
you-
looked at Ashanti. It wasn't meant for her to have it.
I see no problem with her having it. Besides, you can have more, Uka.
I know. But she don't only wants because it's shiny.
See Sylvie trying to hone her claws on it.
I was about to say that. I wonder if she can sharpen her talons on it.
Okay, looking jealous on it because my material is
I
gone.
want to forge.
Bad.
I want to forge.
This is where the team just starts fighting each other over it.
Yeah, this is how the entire campaign falls
This
apart.
is how the campaign derails.
Yep.
PvP
the War
session.
of the Blood Diamond.
Yeah. Well, it will be. Yeah.
Hey, it's not red. It's clear.
Yeah,
No, but it will
yeah.
be.
It will be stained red as it absorbs all the life force spilled for it.
The
All
souls.
the blood.
Well, there's actually such a thing as a blood diamond. So
Yeah, the former queen had it installed in her crown, if I remember correctly.
yeah,
And
I believe
anyway,
the material.
what happens
I
now?
believe. I
Well,
believe chrome needs to be present.
I would rather not go over the peace talk since Spears is not here.
We say he goes.
Yes.
He gets called to them.
He and Ashanti would be called to the peace talk, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to be a while before they're here, so
No,
we
no,
could
no,
do so.
no,
We could
you
like.
see a large boat with escort smaller boats sail in, and you see a
guess they're
runner.
Oh
faster
boy,
than
they're already
expected.
here.
What time is this? Is like later in the
It's
before,
a couple
afternoon?
of it's just before noon, so to speak.
Right.
And a runner
That was
basically
quick.
comes and invites Spears and Ashate to go to the chieftain's tent.
And so is that going to be your way of writing them off for the rest of the session?
Yes. Because then
Right.
I will
That's it.
have
big
Spears.
dent.
Then you
down
can
the
pick
bottom.
that up next session, right?
Yes. Which means the rest of you have free hands to do whatever you want. But
I'm trying.
Hold on, I think he's about to introduce the Halloween detail of the session.
But as this will take several days and you guys will basically just be milling about, someone will join you.
It's our pal, real, our friend, our pal and friend.
That's what you think.
Friend pal.
Rieth, you may place yourself up by the group.
Can we go from where I show up at the gate?
Sure.
Oh,
As,
you're immediately going to stir drama.
When does
Right.
he actually arrive?
Right, if you
Yeah,
spent
how-
the last couple of days basically running through the savannah to get up, and
So yeah, this is a couple of days later.
yeah, we
Right.
are time skipping a little bit here. As
Yeah.
What-
Spears and Ashanti
What
would
time
be
is
busy.
it when he arrives?
It would be before noon, late morning, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Right, if you arrive at the gates, and you're being asked what the F you're doing here, stranger.
I'm with a group from the deer tribe. I don't know if they're here yet. We got separated.
Ah, you're part of the envoy. Well, I need to look you over
well,
before I can let you in.
Just before, like, as I'm talking, the mask of the mouth of the mask is like moving. So it's like I'm using the shadow bite as I'm talking.
You're actually using the mask to completely hide your face.
No, like how with the old mask I could when I spoke I didn't use the mouth of the mask, where now I am.
Well, the previous situation, the mouth appeared on the mask. This already
No.
has a mask designed in.
But the thing was, like, when I spoke I could have had it like open, but now I'm using it as I
Right.
talk, where I didn't
Right.
do that before.
Well, stranger, since you're part of the envoy, I still need to check you out before I can let you in. So come over here, and I'll pat you down.
I walk over.
Border control.
Like, he, takes your weapons out, checking them, pats you down to see if you carry anything, trying to smuggle something in that doesn't belong, basically. Okay, and everything seems to be in order. You're welcome to go in and join the rest of your party.
Can you show me where they are? Or someone.
Fine, follow me. And he just starts walking.
Follow.
I like how the guy didn't even bother to
Yeah.
go ask one of the group whether or not this individual is even part of the envoy.
Well, he will ask when he arrives, basically. Hey, this one claims to be one of yours. Is he one of yours? If not, I'm basically
I go
bunk.
wolf them and murder everyone.
Yeah, you already invited them in. Like, that's not how security works. You don't invite him in and then check whether or not he's
Well,
legit.
you also have to
It's the
remember.
Stone Age. They haven't learned
Yeah.
this yet.
They haven't learned that yet.
I would like to
Once
point
I murder everyone, then they'll learn.
I would also like to point something out. They are used to travelers coming to and fro, and in some cases someone could be left behind from an entourage. That's not uncommon in some cases, with people being split up either by weather or other things like beast attacks or something like that.
It's a little uncommon to see someone wearing a mask and the mask moves, but okay.
He doesn't question it. It's a Tuesday for him.
Okay.
Anyway, so he shows up.
I get brought here.
Can we actually recognize him
You
with the
can
new mask?
recognize his clothes.
Yeah.
Hey, this one claimed to be one of yours.
Giving him a body scan with
Oops.
Riot?
I walk straight up to Eager.
Is that you?
I ignore everyone and I walk up to Eager. The next time you cast a spell like that, you better make sure I die. Because if I don't, I'll put an arrow through your eye.
Yeah, that's right. Shit, I'm gonna say loud. Yeah, that's right. We know him.
Okie dokie. And he just waves as he walks off. Oh, also, I like one of them knives. Come by later. I'll like to buy one.
I assume that was
She
at
lived
Uka.
up this.
Yeah, it was the god.
We can maybe figure something out. but while they having the little discussion, hey Sylvie, can I borrow the crystal for just 1 second and you get it back? I just want to do the same as Ashanti did, and you get it back. I promise.
She squids at you, very distrustful, and very slowly puts the diamond in your hand.
Let's
I take my
talk
knife
about this.
and
Wrath.
do the same as Ashanti. Take a chest, done the same, and give it back to like I promised her.
Sophie again snatches it and starts just making sure it's still
Cradling
cradling
it.
She like looks it over, making sure it's still beautiful.
It's still beautiful. Actually, it seems like where she was polishing her weapon even got a little bit more shine to it.
Oh, she starts sharpening her claws on it to make it more shiny.
Yeah, even your claw starts to gleam a little bit because they're polished with, a super...
Pure diamond.
Yeah.
Sylphie sees herself as incredibly fashionable right now.
Delphi, if you would, I could also make you. When we get back, I could also make you a weapon of this, if you like.
Holds out
Weapon
her
of what?
copper hammer, copper axe, and several copper knives.
Nah, I think my claws will do.
What kind of weapon does she actually make? Actually.